Good morning everybody. What's up? I'm not sure what just happened to my video, so I'm back and we're going to try this again. Good morning, or good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video or when you are watching this video. For those of you who are just catching the replay, be sure to let me know by dropping the word #replay. And for those of you who are new to my lives, be sure to let me know by dropping the word #new. Say hi, say hello, say good morning, say good evening, say something. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys a couple of things that I learned in 2018. I had a long conversation with my mentor last night, and he kind of touched a few sensitive spots, right? And I'm kind of thankful that he touched those sensitive spots because it allowed me to kind of reflect on the year, reflect on what I've learned, reflect on where I want to go. I do apologize in here. I did just shower in here, so it is pretty warm in here, so you might kind of see me sweat a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you guys today, and hopefully it resonates with some of you all today. So in this video, I wanted to share with you my biggest lessons learned in 2018, and maybe a couple of things that I've done to maybe help you if you're going through these same situations. Maybe you've been through this, maybe you know someone who has been through a couple of these situations or is experiencing, these emotions, these feelings, these things that kind of hold us back from moving forward, right? So the first thing I kind of wanted to touch base on was we are our biggest critics, right? You are your biggest critic, right? We always worry about what people think, what people say, but part of that is what we have going on inside of our own minds. People can say everything all day. If it's not true, it's not true. You keep going, you keep your head up, and you keep pushing, right? But that's easier said than done for a lot of us. So, and some of these things that I've learned, you can use whether it's in your business or even in your personal life, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be business oriented. You could not have a business at all and still kind of grab some information or some value from what I'm about to share with you. So number one, you want to kind of, in order to move forward, in order to grow, you want to make sure that you're not focusing on what you can't do or what you feel that you've done wrong. Right? I'll give you guys a perfect example of about not focusing on what you can't do. Right? So in this journey, I probably started this journey about, let me see, it's 2019 now. So about 3 years ago. It's running up on 3 years. And in the very, very beginning, people would go live and people would do videos and YouTube and all of this kind of neat stuff with their business. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. But then the moment I get behind the camera, it's like, oh shit. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? Who am I going to connect with? Are they going to like it? Are they making fun of me? So you have all these different things or different variables going on inside your brain that cause me to have a fear of going on that camera, right? Have a fear of going on camera. And I know a lot of us experience that within our business. We want to do well, we want results, but we're scared. We're fearful of getting behind the camera. We're fearful of what the other person on the other side is going to say, right? Or how they're going to look at us or feel. But at the end of the day, I'm going to tell y'all, this is the same thing my mentor tells me all day long. Hey, Mark, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for hopping on. And you're going to have to probably catch the replay. But anyway, he always tells me that it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. Their opinions are not at your bank. Their opinions cannot buy your groceries. Their opinions cannot pay your bills. So who cares what people think? Right, Mark? Who cares? Who gives a flying shit what people think about you? Because their thoughts are not paying your bills. They're not feeding your kids. They're not doing anything. So if you find yourself in a situation financially or just period, you just living your life and somebody always got something to say. So what? Move on, right? So in your personal life, you want to kind of take that to heed. It doesn't matter what you can or can't do. Just live you. Be the best you that you can ever be, right? So in my business and in my personal life, I have learned to just focus on what I can do. For example, I'm great at talking, right? But then I was scared to get on the video, right? So I had to focus. You're good at talking, get on the camera and talk. That's what people do. Get on the camera and talk, right? So number two, another thing that I kind of struggled with last year was comparing myself, right? Right. Comparing yourself. And you're saying, like, Danielle, what do you mean by comparing yourself? A lot of people suffer from comparitis, right? And many of us have suffered from this before. Some of us have now outgrown it, but then some of us hang on to it. And you're like, comparitis, what the hell? Comparitis is a disease that literally takes over your brain. And what it does is it allows you to look at other people, look at their situations, look at their financial situations, look at what they wear, how they dress, how they talk, how they act, their swag, their demeanor, their disposition, and you feel that you're not where they are, or I need to be where they are, or I can't do what they do because I'm not like you, or your business is, doing so much better than mine because you're doing all these videos, or you're doing this and you're doing that. But the reality is everybody's running their own race, guys. Everybody is running their own race, right? So focus on you. That's what I tell my son all the time. Don't worry about the people in the room. The people in the room don't matter. The only thing that matters is you. What are you going to do for you? How are you going to better you, right? So you want to not compare yourself to other people because, again, here we go back to that bank account. You can compare yourself all day. That man over there that's fresh to death from head to toe, he's not paying your bills. So why you compare yourself to him, right? Hey. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there because a lot of us do it and we don't even know it, guys. We don't even know that we compare ourselves to other people. Why do you think we all look different? You think that was an accident? We all look different, talk different, sound different, speak different, whatever, move different colors, shapes, sizes. We are all different for a reason, right? It's for a reason. So be you. Quit comparing yourself to everybody else. Be who you are, right? So, self-development is my last and my most, the biggest thing that I really, really want to hit home on. And be sure, guys, to stick around to the very, very end of the video. I have something really neat for my readers, people who read, or people who kind of get into self-development, things of that nature. So stick around. So drop me a number 1 in the comments if you guys are doing some self-development. If you're reading, doing podcasts, maybe listening to YouTube trainings or anything of that nature, right? Just put a 1 in the comments if you're doing some self-development. Got a real treat for you. But self-development in my life has been huge, right? Around this time last year, actually today's what, the 4th or 5th? Or maybe in the 6th, how I lose track of days. But around this time last year, I said to myself, I vowed to myself, listen, from this day forward, I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to do what it is I need to do no matter what bump in the road that I hit, right? And so I've hit some bumps, and most of my bumps I realized over the course of the entire year last year was emotional bumps, right? Emotional bumps. And these are the same bumps that I've been kind of hitting as a teenager, growing up, young adult. Now I'm a mother. It's like, you're still kind of hitting those emotional bumps. What's going on? Like, where is it? So what I've learned is I learned to start reading. Right now I'm actually reading Psycho-Cybernetics. So whoever is into reading, I would definitely share that information with you guys. And what that book is about, it just kind of, it teaches you how to dehypnotize yourself. And you're saying, like, what do you mean hypnotize, dehypnotize? Hey, Ira, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Nice to see you guys this morning. But you say the book is about dehypnotizing yourself. And a lot of us have been hypnotized our entire lives and we don't even freaking know it. I'll give you a perfect example. And I'll use myself in this example. So growing up, I've been a hothead, right? Cussing, fussing, cussing out my teachers. I mean, growing up as a teenager, I was Miss Clapback. You know, that's the new word that, you know, the teenagers use these days, clapback. So I was Miss Clapback. You say something, I'm clapping back. I don't give a damn if you was a teacher, mama, daddy, whoever, anybody. It didn't matter. I'm Miss Clapback. But what I've learned is people used to always say, damn, you got an attitude. Damn, you attitude. Your attitude is shitty. You da 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 da. Hey Jay, what's up? What's up, Jay Bird? And it's like, your attitude is shitty. Da 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 da. So I realized over the course of probably, I'm 33, I'll be 34 actually in a couple of weeks. I've realized that almost 20 something years I've lived with the thought of people telling me, you got a bad attitude. You got a bad attitude. Your attitude is shitty. Your attitude sucks. And I realized that word has literally penetrated my mind. I walk around with an attitude all the damn time, just fussing and cussing and hollering at my kids and all of this stuff. And I'm going to tell you the result of that. Yesterday, kids are out of school. You know, they're home. They're going back to school Monday. And my son is yelling at his sister, Layla, stop it. Layla, stop. And he does it quite often. And it just, the light bulb hit me like, oh my God, he's doing what you're doing. I yell at my kids all the time. But part of that is not being in tune with my emotions, not being able to diffuse situations. But now by reading this book, I'm learning how to dehypnotize myself from those words and be able to diffuse these situations. So now that my son can see a person who is diffusing a situation. So now he won't go to school hollering at other kids, continuously hollering at his sister day in and day out. Because that's what he sees, right? It's a part of self-development. So my point is, excuse me, my throat's a little dry. My point is, when you're able to zero in on these things and fix the things that are wrong, tweak those little things, your life ends up a lot better. Kids do what they see, not what they're told. It took me a long time to figure that out. So reading books, listening to podcasts, listening to trainings, doing things that is going to better me, ultimately is going to better my kids. Break the cycle. Break the cycle, guys. I know a lot of us out there are single moms, single dads. We're out here struggling. We're fearful of things. And we're trying to just do the best we can, right? Do the best we can. Feed the kids, send them to school. Let them get grown and tell them get the hell out, right? You've done your job. But if that person can't function in society, if that little person can't, you know, become a decent citizen and just function, like I said, function in society, you haven't done your job. You haven't become the best you that you can be so that they can become the best them that they can be. So, in this video, guys, I want to go ahead and I'm going to drop in the comments in this video a link that I use. This is a place where I get books from on a daily basis. So, like I said, I'm reading Psycho-Cybernetics right now. And I have a couple of books that I'm going to read next. And I'm going to share this link with you guys because I get a really, really decent prices. And so I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. Feel free to use the link as you wish. Feel free to share the link. Just become the best you. This is 2019, guys. We're in the first week, right? This is our first Saturday here in 2019. And just continue to become the best you. No matter what it is, no matter what you do, you could be a janitor, you could be anybody you want. Hell, like I said in the last video, you could be the bum on the street. Just be the best bum you can be, right? So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope that you guys got some value out of this video. I hope that I touched a couple of you guys in this video. I hope something in this video resonates with you guys. Do me a favor, let some emojis fly if you guys got some value. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And be sure to share this video out. Maybe someone on your timeline maybe needs to hear this. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful Saturday.